There is a song in Housefull 5, almost at the end of the movie, Khayamat, Khayamat, mesmerizing catastrophe. I think Tarun Manosukhani's film is well described in his own film song. Housefull 5 is a madcap film, more mad than cat. Houseful needs to be spelt not F-U-L-L but probably F-O-O-L to make it more appropriate to goings on. Yes, when you watch a movie of the kind, you do not expect it to be logical. You do not expect to have a sequence. You do make thematic indulgences. You do say, give him a break, he's trying to entertain. But entertainment is not about testing your sensibility and sensitivity for 165 minutes. Few and far between jokes, largely carried out by the poker face or amazing skill sets in comedy by Ritesh Deshmukh, Abhishekbachchan and Akshaykumar may save the hour for the director. But the script and the story and the manner in which it was made leaves much to be desired. Housefull goes around 3 characters. It begins with Dobriyal, senior Dobriyal, Ranjit Dobriyal, played by Ranjit, is launching his 100th birthday celebration on his huge cruise. Unfortunately, death overrides the plan. His son, who's on the ship, Junior Sabrial, played by Fardeen Khan, reads out the will where they realize that the entire property is now given to Dobriyal's son, Jolly. 3 Jollies arrive on board. The first is Jalaluddin, played by Ritesh Deshmukh, who comes in with his girlfriend Zara, played by Sonam Bajwa. Then we have Abhishekbachchan coming in as Jalbhushan, who walks in with his girlfriend Shashikala, played by Jacqueline. And finally we have Jolly 3, that is Julius, Akshaykumar, coming in with his girlfriend Kanchi, Nargis Fakhri. Who is the real Jolly? Will he inherit the property? Is the larger film. So this is going to be a crime thriller because the film starts off with the killing of Dr. Amar Joshi, played by Akashdeep Sabir, who looks as bizarre as you can make him out to be, with a tongue protruding and a nose thrown out to show, and his finger cut, to show that he was brutally murdered. On the flight, on the cruise, apart from these, arrived 2 blundering policemen, Baba and Biddu, Sanjay Dutt and Jackie Shroff, and every time they're on screen, you have the Khalnaik title song in the background. Then you have Daddu, Nana Patekar, who walks in. There's Akri Pasta, Chunky Pandey. There is Siraj, Shreyas Talpade. There is Maya, played by Chitrangala Sinha. There is Saugata Banerjee. There is Saundarya Sharma as Lucy, a lawyer on board. There is Nikitin Dheer playing Captain Sameer, and Dino Morio playing Billy. As the blundering threesome and their respective girlfriends, who are somebody else's spouses, are attempting to establish themselves as the real Jolly, there is yet another murder on board. This leads to a further humorous scenario of how they have to dispose of one body, land up with the other. And there's a comedy of errors, or an error of comedies happening endlessly. You can hardly laugh at it all. And the level of the jokes are far from pleasant. It's launched on big scale, no doubt about that. If you're willing to spend 165 minutes, even if as your popcorn gets stale and the Coke that you're drinking runs out of fizz, the film moves on and on and on. My heart goes out to the likes of Chunky Pandey, Shreyas Talpade, Ranjit, Saundarya Sharma. They all are just used like some of those pops that you would use at a set, it's more in the hands of the art director than the film director. What saves the film then? Johnny Depp. As Batuk Patel, he's top class. And of the 3 ladies, of the 5 ladies or 6 ladies, while Chitrangada Singh looks the most attractive and tries her best to be what she's doing, and there's an interesting twist if you're watching one of the 2 Housefull files. I'm not going to talk about that yet. Jacqueline and Nargis Fakhri are completely wasted. They're absolutely nothing to do. Of the 3, Sonam Bajwa has something to do, and she does it adequately. Shreyas Talpade, good, but not really something that you can push and say, yeah, go and watch this movie for Shreyas Talpade. Fardeen makes a reasonable effort. It will be a moot question to say whether it was an interpretation or it was his character or is that the way he acts. Nothing more to be said on that. Sanjay Dutt and Jackie Shroff, they are buffooning around. Literally buffooning around. Nothing more, nothing less. What saves the movie, as I asked before, is the performance of Akshaykumar, Ritesh Deshmukh and Abhishekbachchan. All 3 of them have a super sense of timing in their comedy. They really mustered so much of genuinity to the film that you almost sit and laugh at their stupidity. If you are a fan of any of the 3, watch this movie. If you're not, then watch the movie. You will understand how important it is and how difficult it is to act stupid. All 3 of them have made a fine art out of it. If you have to watch the movie, understand that you're not going to think even for a minute of the 165 minutes of the movie. Housefull 5, as I told you at the very beginning, is a big letdown. And there are scenes like, the copy of those slapsticks like that happened in De Dhanadan, in Michael Madan Kamaraj, Hangama. You watch those kind of things one too many times. The carrying of the body, for example, was so well done in Panchatantra. It is badly done in this film. When you're copying something, understand you need to be better than the original, not worse off. This film is not doing the filmmaker any good in terms of credibility. As I speak to you, it's doing great business. It's brought Akshaykumar back into the reckoning after a series of flops. Good news for him too. This is his 2nd film decently doing at the box office. Good luck, Akshay, you deserve it. Amazing performances, Abhishek and Ritesh. Hope to see you more often on cinema, at the cinemas, but in better roles. On that count, let me sign off with my usual acknowledgements to Datu and Abhinav. Do write after you hear my review, do send in your comments on the film. On that note, bye bye.